Hey guys, how y'all doing? So today I am doing a review on the show, the Netflix series called 13 Reasons Why. Last year I watched season 1. This year is season 2. And let's just get right into it because it is a lot. I'm going to try not to give you too much because I know a lot of people haven't seen it yet, but I just want to talk about some things in here. And one question I want you guys to keep in mind is this. As parents, do you think our children tell us everything that happens in school, with their life, just anything? Do you think they really tell us everything? And answer that in the comment section, because from what I'm seeing and what I've experienced, kids don't tell us everything. And it even goes back to myself, where this season of 13 Reasons Why, it touched, it kind of like made me think back to my junior high school years, which is middle school, my middle school years. And we'll get into that a little bit later throughout this review. But I just want to go in and touch bases on what this review is about. Now, season 2, last season we had the tapes. It went out to 13 different people, kids, adults, whatever. So it went out to 13 people that had something to do with who was part of the reason why Hannah Baker committed suicide. This season, now it's the photos. The tapes were just the beginning. Here, now we have the photos in season 2. And we know that now there's a box of photos in a secret place called the clubhouse. Okay. The mother turned down the settlement, and now everyone's going to trial. So there are people who are going to be called to the witness stand to tell their story and get questioned, or whatever the case may be. My issue with that trial is, I feel, which is probably it's the job of the defense anyway, they are digging up dirt on Hannah Baker. You know, they dug up her past so much to the point where they brought in a girl from her other school that she was part of bullying this other girl. And so they even asked her to come and, you know, she was part of the trial as well. They made Hannah look they didn't make her look good. I'm just going to say that. They didn't make her look good. As the show went on, you realize that people with money, you know, a lot of things come out about Hannah Baker. A lot of things. And we also know that people with money, well, their parents, the kids that have money, their parents that have money, pretty much they are basically protected. They don't get touched as much as the kids who are less fortunate. Okay? Let's see. Okay, I talk about the mom. She turned down the settlement. Bryce Walker. He is the person that raped Hannah. He's also the person that raped Jessica. He is also a jock. He is also rich. His parents are rich. But he's screwed up in the head because his parents are always out of town. He has so much freedom. You get what I'm saying? So he's not being watched, and he's not being raised correctly. But their parents are, you can tell they are contributors of Liberty High School. So they want to do everything to make sure that money is still coming in. Okay. So we know now that Bryce Walker has assaulted Hannah and Jessica. The coach, I don't trust him too much because He's all about protecting his jocks. You get what I'm saying? His athletes. He wants to protect them. This coach has synthetic pee. He knows these kids do all kind of drugs, all kind of things. He protects them from that. And so he has synthetic pee if they need it. They're shooting up drugs. They're doing all kind of stuff. And he knows this. He knows this. We also found out that the coach is getting twice as much pay as the counselor, which is Derek Luke. Derek Luke is the guidance counselor, and we know that the coach gets a lot more money than Derek Luke, which it all plays it all plays together. So the kids are all being subpoenaed to court. I talked about that. They opened up a lot of different things in this season. They high schoolers, high schoolers are kids who are they're trying to find themselves. They're trying to find themselves. So, a lot of crazy stuff is going to come with it. But Justin, which was Jessica's boyfriend, after he witnessed after he witnessed Bryce, assaulting her and stuff like that, he left. He left town, but he's so messed up in the head that he shoots up heroin. He's a heroin addict now. But Clay is trying to help him. Clay, he's the main part. All the main part of the story. But Clay was Hannah's friend, and he also was in love with Hannah. He was in love with Hannah. But we also discovered that Hannah had a summer relationship with Zach, which I'm telling you is a lot of stuff. And I'm think, guys, you need to watch it because they play out everything. They play out everything. Tony, he's also Hannah's friend. He owed her a favor. So when she left him the tapes to give to everyone. And they was best friends. They were best friends. He kept her secrets. She kept his secrets. Now Tony, he's in high school and he's also gay. So there are gay characters in this one. Well, it was last season too, but there's Tony and Ryan who are the gay. They are gay. I forget the guy that Tony is starting to date, but he's also gay too. Let me see, because I'm trying not to give y'all too much because it's so good. But the whole time, what I'm gonna say, how everything is coming out, Clay is talking to Hannah's ghost. She's visiting him often. They talking. Clay tried to start a relationship with Sky. That's the girl that has all the tattoos that worked in the coffee shop. But she has her own issues. She cuts herself. And I think they said that she's bipolar. So she's now in a I don't want to say institution, but she's somewhere getting treated to help her deal with life and, move on. So, it's just a lot. Yeah, well, it's a lot. But what I can definitely say is, I'm going to say this one thing. Episode 13 of season 2. You have to be ready for that. It's very graphic. And it's also the start of a young Tyler. Tyler Down. Well, he calls himself Tyler Down on Facebook, on his Facebook page. I knew from season 1, Tyler, there was something else going on with him. He was always getting pushed around. He was always getting knocked around and bullied, whatever the case may be. No one really cared for him. Even, he just faced a lot. And I knew at the end of season 1, when he had those guns, that was going to play a big part in season 2. And it did. And it did. What happened with Tyler in episode 13 was the start of him trying to take down the school. The school, you have to hold that school accountable. I know when teenagers, when they're in high school and things happen, they don't want to burden their parents, because sometimes they don't want our parents can deal with it either the rational way or irrational. And if you have parents who are always ready to go off and fight, and sometimes you just don't want that. You just want to be able to talk and tell someone something and deal with it in a calm manner. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes that plays a part in why kids don't tell us anything. They feel like they're going to get judged. They feel like we don't understand. We all were high school kids or middle school kids, so we know. Definitely me. So I get why some of the kids didn't want to tell their parents anything. I get why Hannah felt like she couldn't talk to her mom about certain things. I get why Tyler felt like he couldn't discuss things with his parents either, and why he act one way at home and act a different way in school. You get what I'm saying? So Tyler became friends with a guy named Cyrus. Cyrus is he's a dark type of rebel dude. You get what I'm saying? So they feel like whoever is messing with us, we're going to get revenge on them. And they started doing little crazy, funny, stupid things to people. But the whole thing, the whole rapist thing that they burned into the ground and tagged the whole school, it really messed with some of the athletes in Montgomery. I can't wait. If there's a season 3, I cannot wait for something bad to happen to Montgomery, because what he did to Tyler in that bathroom, my heart just broke into pieces, because not only my heart broke for Tyler, because I knew this was going to push him over the edge. He was already dangling. He was already tiptoeing. And what Montgomery did to Tyler in that bathroom, I said, he's gone. That's it. It's no coming back for Tyler. I don't think. It's no coming back. But, it was really good, guys. Like I said, I didn't want to give you guys too much stuff. It was really really good. You get to see how everything plays out. The relationships that Hannah had with the guys and her friends and her family, other people. It just plays a lot. It does. It really plays a lot in real life. That's all I can say. It plays out a lot about real life. What you see in season 2 is real life. My thing is, I'm going to talk about this a little bit. When you're in elementary school, that's when your parents kind of let go of your hand. And be like, okay, you're going into junior high school now, middle school. And so you coming to be a young adult. You have to learn about more responsibility. And you feel like, hey, you feel like you're becoming different, Everything about you is getting ready to change. You're turning 13. You're in with the other kids all the time. You're dealing with different personalities. It's a little bit more freedom. So it's like, okay, I can deal with this. I can do this. And so you develop friendships and stuff like that. You become part of a clique. It's just a lot of different things that your eyes are open to in middle school that they're not open to in elementary school. So it's like you are drifting off now into being a young adult. In high school, you are a young adult. You are learning responsibility, because that is prepping you for the real world. I can deal with elementary school, but I dealt with elementary school. I loved it, and I loved high school. My most dreadful years was middle school, because I got harassed a lot. And what I mean by harassed, yes, sexually harassed by girls and boys. And so watching 13 Reasons Why season 2, it just brought back a lot of stuff for me. But I got through it, and I watched it, and I know why the kids don't talk to the parents. It took me almost 6 months to tell my mom what was going on in school with me. I thought I could handle it. I thought, I'm not going to run to my mom every time something happened to me. I thought I could handle it. But it got to the point where It was overwhelming, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So I told my mom. She came up to the school. She spoke to the teachers. She spoke to the principals. But they didn't really do much. You get what I'm saying? Yes, they reached out to the parents. But the parents didn't do much for these kids because I was still getting harassed. And this is in 7th grade. All because I was very shapely for my age. I couldn't help that. I couldn't help that I had a figure of I'll say a 18-year-old girl, and I was only 13. I had hips, I had butt, I had breasts. But I wasn't the type to flaunt it. You get what I'm saying? I wore things that fit me. I could not help that I was very shapely. I couldn't help that I was curvy. And I never forget, I was in class, and I was doing something, and I got rushed by girls and boys, and they was like, "Oh, your breasts real," and they just grabbed both of my breasts and started squeezing on them and pulling on them and pulling on my butt. And it was a few of my friends that was helping me fight them off of me, and it messed with me for a while. And I hated that school. I hated everyone in there, and I became withdrawn. I separated myself from everyone else. I sat by myself at the lunch table. I sat in a corner in every class. I just didn't want anybody to talk. I couldn't trust nobody. I didn't want nobody talking to me. I didn't want nobody touching me. And I also started bringing a knife to school with me. I would take my mom's kitchen knife, wrap it in a plastic bag, and put it in my book bag. Because the next time that someone touched me, they was going to get it. And when I went back to school, I made it known. If you don't want to lose a finger, and if you don't want to lose an eye or an arm, leave me alone. And once they saw, I guess they saw the crazy that was about to come out, they said their little things, but they didn't touch me. You get what I'm saying? Because now I'm at the point where I'm throwing books at you. I became very angry. And so by the time I got to 8th grade, it didn't happen. But, you know, they still say little smart little things. And I still kept my knife in my bag. And that's how, and with Tyler, you know, he always got pushed around. Yes, he took pictures of Hannah. He did things. But with him, it seemed like he always was being bullied. Something was always going on with Tyler. But I knew that it was more to him. So when you watch 13 Reasons Why, Tyler is the most dangerous kid. He's the most dangerous kid out of everyone else. Yes, Bryce is a rapist. I consider him a rapist. He is. He's a rapist. He assaulted Hannah and Jessica. But Tyler that boy. No one seen it coming. I did, but I don't think those kids did. No one seen it coming. And I'm so glad at the end that Clay talked him out of doing what he was going to do to the school, and Tony helped him get away. So now we're just waiting to see. I hope season 3 comes out. They need a season 3 because it needs to be focused on Tyler and how he, you know, how he gets through life. But yeah, it was really good. I'm sorry it's too long, but it was really good. It was a really, really good thing to watch. I didn't let my boys watch it because I felt it was a little bit too much. The graphic scenes were too much for them. I don't want to put that on them. You know what I'm saying? I felt it was a little bit too much. But it was really good. Something that these parents, you need to watch this. You do. Well, guys, I hope you enjoy. I shared a little piece of me that you probably didn't know. So, I will talk to you guys later. I hope you enjoyed my little review. Like I said, I didn't want to give you guys too much, but I just wanted to talk about certain things in the series. So, y'all have a great day. Bye.